Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Many Motown stars have tragedy winding throughout their lives on and off stage. Mary Wells, the woman who kicked off Motown's all-encompassing success as the go-to label for soul and R&B, was no exception. Her history of rock: Wells was born in Detroit in 1943 and had a difficult childhood, an absent father, and a mother who worked as a domestic to support herself and her 3 children. At the age of 3, Wells was temporarily paralyzed by spinal meningitis and had to learn to walk again. She began singing in church as a little girl and singing in contests and clubs at the age of 10. When Wells was 16, she met an assistant to Barry Gordy Jr. of Motown Records, who brought her in to present a song she had written for Jackie Wilson. Motown signed her and she recorded the song Bye Bye Baby herself. She paired up with Smokey Robinson and the result was a string of hits, the biggest coming in 1964. My Guy went to #1 on the pop charts thanks in part of her smooth, knowing but coy delivery backed by Robinson understand pop-ish arrangement. Billboard reports that My Guy was Motown's first #1 pop hit. While her career took off, Wells dealt with significant personal challenges. As People reports, Wells married her first husband, backup singer Herman Griffin. At just 17, she divorced him 2 years later after he made her undergo 2 abortions because of her career. In 1964, encouraged by her ex-husband, Wells sued Motown, the first of its artists to do. People quotes her, "I had made a lot of money for the company and I had nothing to show for it." History of Rock notes that she signed a large contract from 20th Century Fox that had promised her movie roles as well as records, but neither came to be. In 1965, she signed with the label Actro and had a hit with the song Dear Lover, but never reached the heights of her success with Motown again. Rumors abundant that Gordy was angry with Wells for leaving Motown. All Music reports that it's been rumored that Wells was being groomed for the sort of plans that were subsequently lavished upon Diana Ross, but Motown may have quietly discouraged radio stations from playing Wells' subsequent releases. Wells married singer Cecil WOMACK in 1966, and together they had 3 children: Cecil Jr., Stacy, and Harry. She had an affair with Cecil's brother Curtis, as detailed in the book Mary Wells. The tumultuous life of Motown's first superstar, Wells felt so much guilt around the affair that she attempted suicide in 1977, later explaining, "Cecil was suffering, Curtis was suffering, I was suffering, I just could not take it." In 1977, she divorced Cecil and moved in with Curtis. They had a child together, Sugar. Mary started using drugs around 1978. She is quoted in Mary Wells, "The tumultuous life of Motown's first superstar. I used drugs for relief like so many other people do, but never talk about it." She reported used heroin, cocaine, and methadone for most rest of her life, only stopping when she was pregnant with her daughter Sugar. She successfully completed a drug rehab program in 1990. That same year, reported People, the former heavy smoker learned she had cancer of the larynx, which later spread to the lungs. The disease stilled her famed burnt honey voice, and Wells had no health insurance. Singer Martha Vandella had toured with her in 1989 and told People that eventually Wells had no voice at all and just whispered the lyrics. Jet reported that Bruce Springsteen contributed $10,000 toward her aid. Radio stations stepped up, spreading the news, informing where donations could be directed. Over $150,000 was raised from colleagues and fans. Wells began what People call a painful course of treatment that included radiation therapy and a tracheotomy that made even talking painful. She died on July 26, 1992, according to her daughter Stacy. Wells never complained. She only cried because she could not do what she liked to do, which was sing. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.